Um, Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Power or Might. I, Jonathan Coachman. Oh shit! I gotta shift the folks out. There we go. Shit, no, get up. Do it again. Jonathan Coachman here with Mike today, who is he gonna stand up or not? And today on Power and Might, we're going to talk about first what happened yesterday on Collision or Hit. Well, yesterday on Collision or Hit, we had Godzilla and Gunther fight for the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, and Gunther beat Godzilla and is still the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter as of right now, Jonathan Coachman says. Yes, he is, Jonathan. And Gunther is making up for fuck. Get up! And Gunther is hoping to make up for all the losses that he has in the TWF. And he doesn't know how to lose very well, so he'll make it up by bullying someone else and beating on someone else to make himself look good. And now he thinks he's the greatest shit. He thinks he's the greatest wrestler in the world now. Mike today says, due to him, beating Godzilla yesterday. Well, I can tell you one thing right now, Paulie Dangerously says, when you beat Godzilla or Godzilla, the king of the fiends, fuck, come on. Get off my glasses. When you beat Godzilla or Godzilla, the king of the fiends, not once, but twice. Is twice the English word? I don't know. When you beat him more than once, then I guess that does make you the world's greatest wrestler. At least in my belief, it makes you the world's, greatest wrestler, Paulie Dangerously says. Well, there we go. And now we're gonna now we're gonna go to the ring now. What the fourth sitter did, yeah. Now we're gonna go to the ring now. Alright, Godzilla says, I know that I took 2 losses to Gunther, and at least I am man enough, if I'm a man or not. I know, and I can come out here and say, hey, I lost to Gunther. Yeah, I lost to Mothra 2 times. I lost to King Kong once, and that was only in my films. But Gunther, he can't handle losing. He can never come out and say, yeah, look, I lost to someone. And if he does, well, he bullshits about how we all know Gunther can never ever say that anyone is greater than him. But then again, he's only lost 4 times, maybe 5 times in WWE to Ali Dragunov, to Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and Jason Uso, and that was it. So Gunther, I can come out and say, yeah, you beat me. You beat me fair. Alright? Not once. You did it 2 times. And unlike you, I can handle losing. What I can handle is you talking about how you want the whole world, or at least the skilled wrestling world, which is on its own world itself, I guess. You want everyone to give you on look, but you don't want to do anything to get on look, Gunther. You somehow have bullshitted yourself into believing, friend, that the whole world should owe you on look due to the grounds that you were a skilled wrestler or a skilled fighter or whatever you say you are. Unless you want to give onlook, Gunther, you're not going to get any onlook. Hey, Doc. Now, first off, Gajora, you made a mistake. Because I did give onlook. Did you not see when I had my match with Pat McAfee last month that I gave some onlook to Pat McAfee for standing up to me and having a match with me? But Gunther, that was only one time that you ever showed onlook to a fellow wrestler who is also a former football player or whatever. But Gunther, you don't show onlook to anyone. And showing onlook one time to Pat McAfee for his match you had in WWE, somehow, I guess it can give you a little onlook. But you know what? This war between us, it's not over. You know? Gunther, it's not over. I think it is over. Because I already beat you 2 times. I already beat the King of the Fiends, the Kaiser of the Fiends, 2 times, Gajora. I beat you 2 times. So as far as I believe, it is over. Well, if that's so, Gajora says, which I don't think it is, you gotta bind with other folks, and their war with you is not over either. Are you talking about Balaska, the goddess of madness? I beat her the 2 times we fought too. Yeah, and you never beat Rainbow Bright though. That's one wrestler you never beat when you fought her though. So, I think we should have another match, Gunther. Yeah, but I don't think it's today. Well, Gunther is still sticking to his guns about how he believes he shouldn't have, about how he believes that he already beat Gajora 2 times, so in his mind he believes he shouldn't have to wrestle or fight him again. Well, we'll see, we'll see how that works out, But they're going to spin it. I don't know. Well, now we know. Oh, fuck! Sick of this shit. Well, now we're going to have Keith Lee come to the ring now. Alright, Keith Lee says, I know in the one match I know that I can have, and I know that I'll win when it comes to the TWF heavyweight, when it comes to and I know someone out there who I know I could have a match with. So the way I look at it, I'm looking at is I know I can beat Xia Li, for the TWF 24/7 winnings. Ah. Is that so, Keith Lee? You think you can beat me for my TWF 24/7 winnings? Well, let's get a fight lord in the ring now. I mean, let's go into fight, let's go into, let's have the match then. Oh, that's going to be good, Paulie Dangerously says. This match is for the, this match is for the this match is for the this match is for the TWF 24/7 winnings. First, he is Keith Lee, and she is the TWF 24/7 fighter, Xia Li, who by mistake, Keith Lee came in. Oh, Xia Li just knocked down Keith Lee with one blow. Jonathan Coachman says, with one blow, she's down. He's down. Keith Lee got taken down with one blow, Mike Today says. And Xia Li isn't anyone to fuck with, sadly. Oh, Paulie Dangerously said, I think it'd be cool if Xia Li would be with Seth Rollins. I'll go talk with her and see if she wants me as her overseer. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding. Here is your winner, and still the TWF 24/7 fighter. Xia Li. Well, it looks like that Xia Li is still the TWF 24/7 fighter. Shit. Is still the TWF 24/7 fighter. And that she beat Keith Lee here today on Powerrr Mike. And I wonder, Jonathan Coachman says, who is going to be man enough to beat Xia Li for the TWF 24/7 winnings? Well, Mike Today said we thought it was going to be Keith Lee, but it shifted out not to be Keith Lee because he got beaten quickly. Well, Paulie Dangerously says, I can tell you one thing who I don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be Keith Lee, I know that much. And I need to talk with her. She might want me as her overseer. Alright, everyone. We'll take it away. Well, I would be worried if you took on Xia Li as your new buyer and her working with Seth Rollins. Take it away, Joey Styles. Thank you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike Today. I'm going to be talking with Xia Li here today on Powerrr Mike. Alright, Xia Li. We saw you beat Keith Lee and still keep the TWF 24/7 winnings. Well, yeah, because no one is man enough to beat me, Xia Li. There's no man or woman who can beat me. So the way I look at it, I will be the TWF 24/7 fighter for a long time. Because as I said, there is no man or woman who can beat me. Well, that's my talk with Xia Li. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike Today. Well, thank you, Joey Styles, for talking with Xia Li here today on Powerrr Mike. And that's all the time we got here for Powerrr Mike. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike Today and Paulie Dangerously. We hope you like Powerrr Mike, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw or Moon Night Raw.